Have you ever thought to yourself, I just can't handle my child's emotions, the screaming, the tears, the meltdowns over things that seem so small? And whether your child is 4 or 14, those big feelings show up. At 4, it's the wrong color cup. At 14, it's slamming the door because you said no to something they really wanted. Here is what I want you to know. Your child's big feelings are not the problem. They are the pathway. And today I'm going to help you decode what those feelings really mean and what your child actually needs from you in the storm. Oh, and a quick note, if you haven't watched episode 1, 2, and 3 yet, don't miss them. Pause this video, go back and watch those first. They really set the stage, and this episode will make so much more sense once you've seen them. Let me tell you a story about my son. It was right before dinner time, classic witching hour, right? You know that. He wanted an extra snack. Even though dinner was 5 minutes away, when I said no, it was like I crushed his world. He cried, stomped, collapsed on the couch like a tragic Bollywood hero. And I could feel it. I could feel it within my body, my own frustration bubbling up. It's just a snack. Why this drama? What's the big deal? But when I paused, I realized it wasn't about the food. It was about disappointment, about wanting control, about being seen. And when I could decode that, he didn't need a snack. He needed me. He needed my presence. He needed my calm. He needed my safety. Here's the brain science behind those outbursts. The downstairs brain, survival, sets off alarm, fight, flight, or freeze. The upstairs brain, the logic, reasoning, right, is under construction until their mid-20s. The middle floor, emotions, is like a giant speaker system. Everything is loud. So when your 6-year-old melts down about the blue cup or your 12-year-old snaps, you don't understand anything, Mom. It's not about cups or homework. It's because their downstairs brain hijacked the whole system. That's why calm down or it's not a big deal, get over it, doesn't work. Their logic is offline. What does work? Co-regulation. Your calm nervous system helps theirs return to balance. You become the anchor in their storm. Whether that storm is a tantrum at a Target or silence behind the slammed bedroom doors. You know, one mom I coached told me, Jahanvi, every time my daughter cries over something small, I lose it. I yell. Then I feel guilty. I just don't know what she needs from me. So we tracked it. And we figured almost every meltdown happened after school. Hungry, tired, holding in stress all day long. Her behavior wasn't defiance. It was a signal. I need safe place to fall apart. That's what her nervous system was screaming out to her mom. When this mom started decoding instead of controlling, her daughter didn't magically stop melting down, but the storms got shorter, softer. Her daughter started saying she now had the language to express. She started saying, Mom, I'm just tired, instead of screaming. A dad I worked with said, my 11-year-old son rolls his eyes, talks back, and then slams doors. I take it personally and punish him, but it keeps happening. When we decoded, we found his son's eye rolls weren't disrespect. They were shut down. His way of saying, I'm overwhelmed, I need space, but I don't know how to ask. You know, these kids don't have the language, they don't have the emotional intelligence unless they were brought up with. Once dad stopped reacting to the eye roll and instead said calmly, hey buddy, looks like you need a break. I'll check in 10 minutes. Conflicts that used to last an hour started lasting 10 minutes because his son felt seen instead of shamed. See the difference? Seen versus shamed, big difference. Here is your parenting toolbox for decoding feelings. Get your pens and papers out. Number 1, pause before you react. Breathe, breathe, breathe. I can't emphasize enough. Anchor yourself. Your mantra should be, this isn't about me, it's regulation, right? One of my coaches taught me Q-tip, and I'm going to share that with you. Quit taking it personally. Quit taking it personally. Your life will be so much easier, so much more manageable, so much more blissful and peaceful. Just don't take things personally, guys. All right. Number 2 is name the need, not the behavior. Name the need, not the behavior. To a toddler, you wanted the candy. That's hard. To a teen, you're frustrated. I said no. It makes sense. You're upset. Now, let me tell you, it's very important that parents get this, that validation is not approval. A lot of times, parents feel, and I was also there where I couldn't embody this because I felt like if I'm going to validate it, I'm giving an approval. No, you still hold your boundary. You still hold your ground while you're validating, while you're being kind. And that's a skill. Once you practice, you're going to get better and better and better at this. Okay, so validate is not approval. Number 3, offer presence before solution. For a preschooler, I can't say yes, but I'm right here. For a teen, I'm not changing my answer, but I get why you're mad. I'll sit with you if you want me to. Right? You're validating, but you're still holding your boundaries. You're not letting go of your boundary. I think a lot of us did not grow up with this. So this is a new language that you're learning. But I promise you, as you're going to practice more and more, this is going to be such a second nature for you. Number 4, create emotional vocabulary. Little kids use feelings charts, drawing stuffed animals. Older kids, words like stressed, excluded, overwhelmed, right? Have this, like inside my Authentically Parenting community, I just shared a bunch of resources on these emotional charts, and it's so good to have it visually there. Even for me, it was such a game changer because I didn't know. I did not know emotional intelligence before I became a parent and before I started this work, because I didn't know how to express my feelings. Feelings, what's that? Right? A lot of us are like that. We just keep on going. We just shove our feelings down and we just keep on going, right? But it's so important to pause and name the feeling. Name it to tame it. It's so important, guys. And when you start this young with your kiddos, it's going to be such a game changer for them in all of their relationships. It'll start with you, their siblings, and then eventually friends and girlfriends and boyfriends and wives and husbands, like work relationship. It shifts so much when you understand emotional intelligence, when you understand your feelings, when you understand others' feelings. But it starts with us first, right? So name it to tame it, remember. Number 5, revisit later. I see a lot of parents jump to this number 5 first thing. Remember, their logical brain is offline. So if you're going to try to discipline them in the moment, teach them, guide them in the moment, problem solve in the moment, useless. It's useless. Don't even go there. Just focus on these 4 steps first. And then eventually, once they are calm, you're calm, you circle it back. That's when you teach and guide and problem solve after the storm passes, not in the storm. For example, hey buddy, earlier you were really upset. What might help next time? Let's figure out, if this happens next time, what are we going to do differently? Right now they're open to listening and problem solving. They are not defiant. They're not putting their wall up. You can actually get through them because you're connected now. They're open to listening to you. Parents, when you learn to decode your child's big feelings, you stop fearing them. You stop fighting against them. And instead you start hearing the message underneath. Am I safe? Do you see me? Can I trust you with my feelings, mom and dad? Every meltdown, whether it's your 5-year-old crying on the floor or your teen refusing to speak, is really an invitation to connection. My A.L.I.V.E parenting coaching experience begins this fall, and it is very sacred container. I want to invite you all in, but I want to be very clear. This isn't for everyone. I step into this work only with moms who are truly ready to dive deep, ready to transform, and ready to create lasting change for themselves and their families. Because the kind of transformation we do together requires presence and commitment. And when you're ready, I will pour my whole heart into guiding you. I promise you. And if this is speaking to you, you can book a call with me. The link is right below this video and also pinned in the comments. This call is simply a chance for us to connect, to feel into whether this experience is the right fit for you, and to begin the process of stepping into this work together. If you're ready for a deeper level of connection and an experience unlike anything I've ever offered before, you don't want to miss this. I'm really excited because even the busiest parents will be able to show up and experience extraordinary transformation inside this container. And here is my question for you today. It's one that will really make you think, and if you answer it honestly, you might even discover something new about yourself and your child. Here's the question. What's the hardest emotion for you to handle in your child? Is it anger? Is it sadness? Is it frustration? Or something else? Drop your answer in the comment, and if you do, I'll be there personally to offer you some guidance and coaching right inside the comment section. And while you're down there, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with a parent, friend who needs this message today, who needs to hear this. Remember, moms and dads, your child's emotions are not the enemy. They are the bridge, and you are the safe place that makes connection possible. Thank you so much for being here today, and I'll see you next week for the next episode where we will put all the pieces together for your full reset map from control to connection. Lots of love.